They also are hacked in, like, ownership to all my devices. And we already know Mike Poppin, and we already aired the rearview mirror surveillance camera on me. There's devices all in here. It's much like the Hollywood ones, where then they're going to make it all do mechanical. My mechanic said, we're not going to be liable. So, all pissed, because don't really have snakes and that shit. Remember, this, as Chula Vista Police, oh, they're the ones being Chula Vista Police. They're all the ones here wanting to be my mother and father. And everybody's goddamn cyborgs, and everybody's left Earth a long time ago. No law enforcement or of anything supposed to be even happening or anything up, but these fucking things that the U.S. Army caught Korean War. And they split in two, become two if you cut it in half, as like a worm of what it is, and something else as like a little tiny cockroach, but like clear. And Joe, who they murdered, is going to tell me in '89 about one, and Mike Morgan is going to tell me about the others. And he's cyborg down. And Mike Morgan, he was 9 times. And him and Linda Lockard say the same things. And so, anyways, you might have to be turned off, and I'll have to turn you back on. And I have my ID for Benos to get, even though they don't really need it, because they already know who I am. But, you know, the cyborg thing, and the terrorist that we call it, that worms in everything. Yeah, that's how it only gets in and runs the fucking cyborgs. That's the militaries. They left so they can observe and see what you're going to do, so they can make sure those things don't ever happen again. Nobody ever is coming back here, and someday you're going to be dying here, or empty out Earth and straight Earth won't be here. Yeah, now it's running like pussies, you know, whenever for some reason I get the camera on, though my internal camera sees it all. Remember, as illegal King County sheriffs, the same people with different cyborgs. Not really same people, just what they caught in Korea. I mean, yeah. And I guess you do 2, and 2 more happen, and you try another one, and 2 more happen. Oh my God, like, do your hair smells terrific. Tell 2 friends, they'll do, so on and so on. And today is, I don't really need their shower. None of us do. And why are you slamming doors over there? And as an outreach, they're gonna have a problem with me talking to God in the shower. And, well, you know, have to go around cleaning, because evidently I'm cleaning when I'm not. I'm reporting them. They just saw me ask the Oceanside Outreach Police. That is what? Not even. If Oceanside Police was really supposed to be up, they would be considered corrupt. What would you do if you found out your partner was corrupt? I said I'd shoot him. I'm not afraid. In criminal justice, of 3 months of education and 56 years I got to have. And, yeah. And they're playing fuck games. And, holding, evidently, people who are supposed to be, you know, they're prisoners as well. And they're doing this at an outreach that's not supposed to be up either. Nothing is supposed to be. For real. Because Earth has been abandoned. After the CIA and all the military intelligence made sure that they had their virtual reality stuff set up how they want it. Well, they watch this thing. B. Cars and all kinds of shit. The clothes on you. All the tight clothing is it. It's going to, as the shower one outreach, admit that it's been all the names I'm talking to God about. Alex, Charlie Haskett, Mike Poppin, the officer of Oceanside Police on Bicycle Harbor Police. Harassment. It was suspicious to come upon me because I'm cleaning my fucking nail. Remember, now phantom baggies of curl meth in my car. Now I'm being asked about all my joint roaches. I, obviously, whatever it was, startled, I guess, in my stroke brain. And I'm having a full-fledged conversation with the fucks about it being my medical marijuana. Like after having sex with Thomas Trier, 2005. Remember? Kenny's. And then I'm out there I'm cooking for us and getting ready to bring up both plates and watch TV. All the fucking way up to me knocking on the door. And when he opens it, I ask him, when the fuck you out there? Well, I have 2 plates in my hand. Psychosis medication cause strokes. I don't have a mental health history. And they're going to be the ones that get in my paperwork that I've showed you all. At Paradise Valley Hospital. After 4 weeks of being there already. Because of being bothered by them. And I'm having a nervous breakdown. And Alpha Project's employees weren't supposed to know. But they're the ones being there at the doctor. And the ones that are going to set up the independent living, $750 a head minimum. That means you don't get a meal, but if you got a meal, it'd be coming out of your cash. And that they prey upon the poverty. And they do what they can because they know no government's up. Except for the Central Intelligence Agency and all united with them. Where they're all in the sky living in ships. For real. Like 100 years ago already. For real. Somehow, I'm sorry, I'm not exactly remembering, but within these last few days, the Rotten Side and me together were somehow with CIA, where no, CIA is not up. They are a boss of the United States of America, and nobody's been given permission. And it'd be them if so, and they'd be my people. They don't run around. Like I said, Clinton Z. Randy, Joshua Paul Cunning, Joe Giuliani Bat, and others who don't run around in this goddamn fucking numbered cars, black, stalking people. And trying to do a setup. Especially on an Easter Sunday at a middle of nowhere parking lot. Where they're sitting in the car, having to film everything. Have to be parked because I, a safe driver, and that van guilty. Have to park and let the fuckers do whatever. And they are on at least 6 to 7 days of the really good job, the spender. and even parked day or night, especially tonight where I am, and ask it, honey, no traffic. And first time where he is. He's not going to bother me about something of this stuff I'm saying and talk shit. He's going to accept that that's because the stalkers and stuff and everything, they follow me and stuff. Just a minute, I'm actually going live. I'm live right now, turning these fuckers in.
I'm going to laundry. They're doing laundry down here at the laundry mat. The church is doing laundry for everybody.
Where's it at?
The laundry mat down there, just past the 7-Eleven, down by the Jack in the Box.
And the flyers over here, I'm going to do some business right now.
Okay.
But I'm going to do this first. Fuck those motherfuckers. Yeah. Let me just get going on with this too. So,
What happened?
what they fucking pulled, and it's all the hackers. It's the whatever they caught in Korea during the Korean War.
I'm not sure about hackers.
And they do the virtual reality, and Earth has been abandoned, and virtual reality and CIA absorbs this fucking thing where they all live in there, and none of us are going to be leaving Earth.
If I can't touch it, taste it, smell it, fuck it. It ain't fucking for real. That's the deal. I don't want to know
and guess what?
I deal with a physical universe. Just because you can do the math doesn't make it a fucking reality, okay? Reality is a creation of your own manifestation through your imagination, through the ability to apply your knowledge, skill, and ability.
Right, and then you know what? Because I have COPD.
Bullshit. I'm done. I had a lot of fun.
Purposely trying to cause something. And now thinking that I'm agitated when I can't fucking breathe.
You're the one.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so these are going to be different cyborgs, but of all the same. And everybody, what? I was left out of the loop when born, 1966. So all the roots, my peers and prior of San Diego, those given times, it's all them. The good guys and the bad guys. And as Joshua Paul Cunning taught me, we are the government for real. And I'm the CIA part. And Nora is going to teach me that I'm the CIA part. The Cricket Wireless got popped and busted. And an investigation for what they did to me went on. Hardcore, so they must be posing. And remember, I have COPD and all that, and like Chilvis Police Department and State. Bill, Chris, Smith, Rice, they think they get me off when I can't breathe. Because I have COPD and all kinds of stuff. So they got known for purposely agitating, stalking, all connected to the San Diego Police Department last case number and all that follow. 210-222-03. So this is the outreach that's popped up because I'm around. Not to do stuff to me. No, it's safe for me. And that's the only reason. If I don't want to, pay for a P.O. box on my poverty level income. But they aren't the only place you can get your mail at. I'm trying to be. I'm also trying to get myself out here. It's been trying for a very long time. I gotta tell you, everything they say is somebody freaking OD'd or cancer or, we already did that in Skype. Yeah. It's not my mother and father, but it wants to play that. The warehouse. It's what they caught in Korea. In the VR stuff. And these are the fuckers that are going to be knocking on my door. That's going to be like Alex from Mr. Doan and things like that. That one's a little smart ass. Gonna call the cops on me. Evidently, they got like the Sacramento Greyhound writing on the back. Evidently, they got photos of me breaking a door. So they're with Alpha Projects. All of them in different cyborgs. Since I was born, known them. Having their cyborg dicks in me. Seb's married to Jonathan Joel Byron. Supposed to be Donald and Sandy Walters on my birth certificate. They're also cyborgs. My mother was murdered by it at 7 years old in Connecticut. And whatever it is with being able to do things with the dad and their cognitive skills. And technology. Period. Robots. 8 years ago, we already knew all this, we schooled about it, in their illegal King County loop. We're all the way to a goddamn Don Duffy. I wasn't homeless, I was moving home. But I should have been able to just get the keys and title to Green Tree Apartment. Park it. Because it's in my name. I don't know why Kimberly didn't arrest Monica. First person in my life asked me if I was named after my Aunt Carol. That, Tribuco Canyon never saw. And they're going to keep knocking on my door because I'm talking to God about all this stuff I'm talking about right now. And they're the guilty party. But it's not them, it's the thing they caught in Korea. Running them. We're bugged into it. It's going to be the Oceanside Outreach Police lining their ass off to me and telling me, Benos, I could volunteer. I said, I'm asking about the police department. And the driver one's being a smartass. And the one telling me I could volunteer at Benos. That one right there, a Benos worker, is going to tell me when I open the door, I'm getting my clothes on. Don't look at him like that. Oh, you're going to report us? Okay, go ahead. And remember, Karen and Steve and all these others are actually supposed to be their prisoners. Shaul's prisoner. Todd, who's going to want to get me high and let me know he has a dick. I'll be like, dude, I have a dick too. 1 second. I don't know why I didn't tell you. Whose mom is in a car. Okay? Day in and day out. All that traffic we heard last night, like they're just because they're trying to get it connected to devices on me and trying to make my heart rate go up that shows them on their things, devices. Because evidently now they can call themselves as police or anything, don't really. CIA didn't say you can. And if I'm government, CIA, and truly empires of all this, and you murdered and stole my son, who the fuck are you to tell me? I said Shaul. Who the fuck are you to be telling me? When you just worked me for my money, VP, trying to make it look like I'm wanting to get you all something on my VP for drugs. I said, I don't trust you, bitch. Why don't you give me the cash now and we figure it out? What do you need me to use my EBT to buy you food for? Christina. Adam. Fixing up his RV at Crown Valley train station because evidently you're gonna all be somehow of another gin-induced chrome in me that came out in 10 days of me water and spirit 10 days Skyway show of sex shit, you people, you not people, whatever you fucking are, with a penis and a vagina. And now I know they didn't make any cyborgs with a penis and vagina. And I'd like to know why the people down there, the surf one, would know Diana Patterson's brother and at Shaul San Clemente lives, but not Thomas John Trier. He's not dead or a cyborg down. Michael, his stepbrother, didn't say that. Or James, his other. And they're gonna have, we want to do Shadow Ridge because one of the addresses to Earl go there that we already looked at. Before we went to Mike's where Earl and Lynette and Roberta, and it's like, how come all the wives are doing that? I didn't get the scoop on Lynette, but Roberta something and Earl, he's not with us. He's cyborg down. And a wonderful visit with mine. He was at the fake wedding with Thomas John Trier. He gave us $250 for a camera. He's evidently something with cameras since asking, John said, you guys mind if I do this with my home videos? I want a hammock. Because we have a hammock in our house, you know. Well, they're bringing in the guns. I'm sorry they didn't film me when I fucking good the goddamn guns and made it into a couch. And then I put the baby on it. Oh my God, it's fabulous. Was it not ATS Scott? Don Duffy, Maroon. So, I'm getting my mail if there is any right now. Of course, the Discover It, you know, prepaid of your own card and money has not come. Whatever lunch and drinks, and if there's any mail and stuff like that. Do you have an inhaler?
Did you do lunch?
Do you have an inhaler? Oh, wait, is there any black coffee back there? Because people who have asthma and emphysema and pleurisy and stuff could use some black coffee as a, if they don't have any help.
What is it? No mail?
Just in the way.
Oh, one, okay.
So, I already know about Venice, and if the Lord moves me, we will be here. And they actually have a volunteer, what's it called that you guys have for us? The volunteer way is really nice.
Here you go.
What is it when you have the volunteer? It's orientation. They have a volunteer orientation. And remember, this is only open because of me being there. Not for anybody else. I mean, they can all, but not because it wasn't before I
Did you want lunch?
Absolutely. I asked though if you can, by any chance, get me some black coffee at all. For my asthma, I can't breathe. Were you able to hear me just now?
What did you need?
Some black coffee, I can't
We
breathe.
don't
I'm
have any
having asthma.
coffee. We don't have any
Okay,
coffee.
I'll do something. Or I'll go get. Thank you very much. That's fabulous.
You're welcome.
All right. And this was just this. All right.
You have a
Fabulous.
good day, I hope.
I already am. You don't need to hope.
Well, that's good.
I'm having a fabulous day. I'm doing exactly what my cyborg self was made for. And, you know, it was made for who stole my son, had him suck their dick like a baby, a bottle. Who's Jonathan Joel Barber and Annie? Who murdered Maureen Junior Gummy? Well, actually, nobody, because they're all cyborgs. Yeah. And that one that just went by, like, over there, he's going to be wanting to interrupt our visit when I'm getting birth certificates for my